Hey Mathwits! Today we're going to do more practice on double-digit multiplication because this is such an important topic that you'll continue to use throughout any math that you do in the future. Our first problem that we'll do is 43 times 2. Let's try this out first using our expanded method with boxes. We have 4 tens, which is 40, and 3 ones, which is 3. And since we're multiplying by 2, we know that we have 2 sets of 43. So we can do this and another set of 40 and another set of 3 so that we have 2 sets of 43. So now we have, in our tens, we have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we add these together, just like if we added these together in our expanded method, we would have 80 plus 6, which equals 86. And that's our answer. Now that we've visualized it using these boxes, let's do it using multiplication. We can write out 43 times 2 vertically. Three times 2. If we look on our multiplication chart, we can see that 3 times 2 equals 6. And 2 times 4 is 8. Because we do 2 times the 3 and 2 times the 4, like we can see we're doing here. So our answer, once again, is 86. The next problem we'll do is 61 times 3. Let's write 61 out using our blocks. We'll have 6 blocks of 10. And 1 block of 1. Now, looking at our problem, we can see that we need 3 sets of 61, but that'll fill up our entire workspace and then some. So instead of drawing it all out because that'll take way too much space and way too much time, we can use multiplication because it's faster and more efficient. So let's write out 61 times 3. 1 times 3, or 3 times 1, is using our identity property, where anything times 1 equals that same thing. So we know 3 times 1 is 3. 6 times 3, as we can see on our chart, is 18. If we wanted to say it as 3 times 6, the answer is still 18. Now, since we have nothing else to multiply the 3 by, we can write out the 18 as is. So our answer is 183. If we wrote out 3 sets of 61 and added them all together like this, our answer would still be 183, However, we've done much less work to get the same answer. For our next problem, let's do 84 times 42. Now, I could write out 42 sets of 84. However, like our last problem, that would take way too much time and way too much space. So let's jump right into doing it using multiplication. We'll put 84 on top times 42. Now, if you want to break this down, you could write it as 84 times 40 and 84 times 2. If that's helpful to you, then by all means, please do so. But for now, we'll just go through this like this. So 2 times 4 is 8. So we'll put the 8 in our first spot. We'll move to doing 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. Since there's nothing after the 8, we'll put the 16 right here with nothing being added. Since we know this 4 is actually a part of 40, as we can see right here, we have to put a 0 so that as a placeholder for when we do 4 times 4 and 4 times 8. 4 times 4 is 16. Since 16 is a double-digit number, and we're going to multiply 4 times 8 right after, we'll put the 6 in the ones place of the 16 down in the next spot, and keep the 1 hold the 1 before writing it in our answer. So we'll put it right here for now. 4 times 8 is 32. This 2, hold on. If we didn't have this 1, we would write out 32 like this. But since we do have this 1, and it's in the same place as this 2, we'll add the 1 and the 2 together to get 3. So instead of having this 1 and this 2 like this, we'll combine it into a 3. So now we have 168 as 84 times 2 and 3,360 as 84 times 40. Now we have to add these together, just like if we were doing this plus this. So 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 6 is 12. So we'll put the 2 here, bring the 1 up here, and add 1 plus 1, which is 2, plus 3 is 5. This 3 is being added to nothing, so it just moves down. So our final answer for 84 times 42 is 3,528. Nice. Let's do one last problem. For our last problem, let's do 93 times 16. Just like our last problem, we'll jump straight into multiplication and doing it vertically. So we'll have 93 on the top times 16. We can start with the 6 as our first spot and do 6 times 3. If we look at 6 times 3 right here, that equals 18. So with the 8 in the ones place, we'll bring it down. And since there is a 9 that we're going to multiply the 6 by, we'll hold the 1 and put it up here. 9 times 6, 6 times 9 is 54. And the 54, like before, would go here as 54, but this 4 and this 1 are in the same place. So we'll add the 1 plus the 4 to get 5. So instead of 548, it'll be 558. Since we know this 1 is actually a 10, we put the 0 as a placeholder, and commonly you put an X through it so that you know that it is a placeholder. 1 times 3, using our identity property, is 3, and 1 times 9 is 9. Adding it all together, 8 plus 0 is 8, 5 plus 3 is 8, and 5 plus 9 is 14. So our answer, 1,488. That's it for today, MathWits. I hope this helped. Thanks for watching.